Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say, it feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
What's that huge Zuko over there?
Stay far away from that thing, Rinwell.
Discourteous,
Here I
aren't you?
come!
By the power of
Here I come! Enough done!
Where are you going? I think I'll pass on the Illuminate the dark!
Aim for the wheel! You're mine! No escape! Eat dirt!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Excited! I'm only getting started! Lightning orb! Illuminate the
Sword
dark!
Rain Alpha!
Holy
I'll
glitter!
face you. Does it hurt? I'll grind you into dust.
Toxicity!
Soaring blast! Flash!
Take that!
Try this!
Take that! Dance!
Against
In here! Lord for the stockpile! Mega Ray! Mega Ray! War without take ground! I'm already getting
Charging up!
Here I
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you! Destruction!
Here I go! You're mine!
Demon
This
Press!
one's mine! I'm only getting started! One more!
You're mine!
Here I go!
It's on!
Think again! Take it! You're mine! Here I go!
Ignite!
Got you! It's over! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Here I go! You're mine!
It's total devastation!
Mega Ray!
Swallow blade! Catapult!
You're mine! Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern! Soaring
You're
Red Spear!
mine!
Dragon Form! Sonic Thrust!
Mega Ray!
Beast of deity.
Rising Wyvern!
Up with your
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
No more playing nice!
Lunar Rondo!
Mega Ray!
Soaring Light Spear!
Fairy circle.
Resuscitation!
Demon Fang!
Resuscitation!
I'll face you.
Resuscitation!
Dance in the wind.
Rising
ready.
Phoenix!
Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Take it! How's this? Here I go! It's over!
Devastation!
Mega Ray!
Dragon Form! Sonic Thrust! Try this!
Air thrust!
More Zuko?
Here, keep calm and take them down!
You picked the wrong fight!
Can't get out of this.
Lightning orbs! Sight! It's over! In here! Sight! You're mine!
Rising Phoenix!
Mega Ray! Shining Supernova!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Heal.
Gale Force!
Lightning Thrust!
Coming in! Here's the healing orb! Holy land!
It's gonna attack!
Right! Watch out!
Strike!
First aid!
Mother Ink can forgive me. This is my fault.
Searing Gale!
In here!
Resonate with
Here
the
I come!
earth.
You're finished!
Stained blood. Rending you
Eat
apart.
dirt!
More without
Bloody hell.
You're mine!
Being
You're
addressed.
finished!
Now you see what I can do.
Far enough!
Take this!
Here's the
Plasma Shot!
Do it!
Smash!
Here's the illuminate the compound!
This is some punishment.
Not help dreams! First aid!
Take this! Plasma Shot!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Eat dirt!
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
Here's the healing arm!
Searing Gale!
Raging cascade! This one's mine!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Blah blah blah!
Take this!
Seal! Mega ray! I'll be saving your water!
Searing Gale!
Mega ray!
Smash!
Take no.
Here,
Can't end here!
I couldn't make it in time.
Lightning hit!
And you can't get out of this.
Lunar corruption!
Take
Lunar
this.
breath! Back in the fray!
Reflect on thy
Annihilation!
That move!
Here comes a big one!
Radiant Light! I'm all stopped up!
Where are you going?
You're mine!
You're mine!
Think again! No defense!
You paid for that! Turbo Demon Fang!
Arch Field!
Plasma Shock! Searing Gale!
Now!
Double Leap! In an instant! Impact Cross!
You okay, Shion? You're not eating very much.
What's wrong? Do you not like the cheese fondue that you made?
Yeah, I'm used to seeing you more excited about food.
You're not feeling sick, are you?
No, I'm fine. It's nothing like that. It's just...
What?
I guess I just don't understand what the appeal is. We could just as easily put everything on a plate and pour the cheese on top of it instead.
I suppose it lies in being able to decide exactly how much cheese you want. There's also something to be said for enjoying how it all turns out. It's fun.
That's fine and all, but I wish the plate-to-mouth time was shorter.
I think I understand. You don't like having to put in so much effort into eating something, do you?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Actually, now that I think about it, you're a way less fussy eater than you look, Shion.
In my book, there's no one right way to eat a meal. Tuck in, take your time, be dainty or devouring. As long as you enjoy the food, that's what counts.
There's no need to stand on ceremony while we're out camping in the wilderness.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, don't mind if I do.
I've never seen someone dump that much cheese on a meal before.
Oh, just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head too.
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renin rule, I'm up to my ears in Danon disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renin starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegis.
Lenegis? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Oh, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renin invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor, There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
Well, I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way.
All right.
I get.
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cislodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby. Whew!
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors, and his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels? Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile.
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention.
Hey, do you have time to talk? There's something I need to ask you.
Of course. What's up?
It's about the doll I used to have as a little girl. I gave it some more thought, and I still don't remember actually receiving it from anyone.
You were so little. I don't think it's that surprising you've forgotten, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That doll was so old, I'm starting to think I just always had it with me from the start. I know that it's extremely unlikely, but after last time we talked, it got me thinking. Maybe you brought the doll that child made with you to Lenegis.
I couldn't be.
Are you saying you didn't? Look, logically speaking, I know it's a lot more likely that you didn't bring it with you than you did. But you can't say for sure you didn't, right? Crazier things have happened. I always thought I'd be alone, only to end up meeting you, and Law, and Rinwell, and Kisara, and Dohalim. Sometimes things happen in life that we never thought possible.
You make a good point. I left everyone and everything I knew behind 300 years ago. But now, I'm not so alone anymore.
Exactly. You crossed all those centuries to find all of us, so...
Why can't a little doll have made the same jump too?
Right? Look, it's up to you to decide if there's any meaning behind all of this. But I choose to think there is.
Yeah, I think so too. There's something beautiful about the whole thing that simply can't be denied.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogle?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Plasma shock!
Wind astral energy! Dance in the wind!
Searing gale!
Air thrust!
Elusive
I never miss! Magic
Here I
attack!
come!
Amazing.
Not in your dreams!
You're finished! Soaring plasma shock! Searing gale! Blow away!
Searing and illuminate the storm! Come forth! Holy quiver! Dance in the wind! Feel!
You're mine!
Tear the flame in the
Plasma shock!
Hear my call! Lightning orb!
Searing gale!
One at a time!
It's over!
Feel!
Take this! Crush!
Let's get you
Flame
all tucked
inside
away!
me yearns to be let free! Everlasting darkness! Rising falcon!
Another incantation ruined.
Rising phoenix!
It's weakened.
This ends now!
Alright! It's showtime!
Searing gale!
Freeze Lancer!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's
Thanks so
for.
much!
Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you! Rising falcon!
Wind astral energy! Dance in the
Lunar
wind!
Rondo! Solar light spear!
Lunar blast!
Lunar
Now!
Rondo! Kisara! Commander of heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Banquet
My
Shark!
turn!
Eat dirt!
Take this! Captivity!
Lunar corruption!
Rising
It
falcon!
looks like you got this one covered! Reload!
Plasma shock!
I'll blind you into dust!
You're my...
Current flame!
Strike!
Wind astral energy! Lightning condemn! Thunder flame! Illuminate magic
You're mine!
advance! Gemini!
I'm not done!
Holy land!
Plasma
Annihilation!
shock!
Into the shadows!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Got it!
Take this!
Now's our chance!
Eat this!
Fluidity of your movement. Simply incredible.
Great! Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Here come more.
You'll just have to keep fighting.
Leave the enemy mark to me!
No complaints here!
Wind astral energy!
Take this!
Here, let me help! I never
Stay
miss.
calm. I'll provide assistance.
Looking good!
Here's a healing art! First aid! Raging storm!
Here I come!
Begin!
Is this it? Forgive me.
Radiant shield! Shining super! Don't mind if I do!
You this with soul with life.
Banquet Shark! Here I go! Think again!
Don't get carried away.
And again! Divine streak! I'll clear this up now!
You fight better at a distance.
The further away, the better.
You and I both.
Raging cascade!
You're mine! Plasma shock! My turn!
Get on in there with the others!
I may have bit off more than I could chew.
Lunar Rondo! Rising phoenix! Plasma shock!
Healing circle! Alright, it's showtime!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Illuminate the dark!
You're mine!
Magic advance!
I'm not...
Why'd you heal me?
Stop you dying? Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
What our friends for if we can't depend on
Not
them.
done!
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
Not a chance!
Illuminate the dark! I'll heal you all! Holy
Take
glitter!
this!
Holy land! Healing circle!
Plasma shock! I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem!
Not today!
I never miss!
No escape!
Holy Land!
Not the shot! Here I come! No escape!
Water!
Tempest! I'll smash you!
Tempest? What? Ow! Let the marksman handle this! By the power of water! Here's another! Lightning!
Fairy circle!
I never miss! Thanks so much!
In your deck, Dohalim.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
You've got it. Nick.
Lunar Rondo! Soaring Red Spear! Seismic Rupture! Try harder! My turn! You're mine!
Will this help?
On me!
It won't end like this.
Stay away from my friend! Not the shot! Searing Gale! It's on! Seismic Rupture! Here I come! Burn!
Too much.
Photon flash!
From beyond! In
Here!
no further! The enemy's open!
What? Raging storm! More where that came from!
Benediction light.
Raging cascade!
Heal!
Fresh! Dance in the wind! In here! I'll be saving this one!
Elusive deity!
Light astral energy!
Everlasting shot!
Gotta hold it together!
From
Do or
beyond,
die.
imbue this vanquished
Here goes
soul
the-
with life! Resuscitation!
Here goes!
Show thy mystic mercy!
Raging cascade!
Very
Fresh!
You must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help.
I
Glad
can't
you're on
hold on much longer! Not in your dream! What was I
Finish
thinking?
it!
Alpha! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Got it!
Well done! Vanquish darkness!
Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
Divine strength! Magic is there!
Sonic thrust! This one's all mine! Prepare to be sealed!
This one's mine! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Alphen!
Watch and learn! That's enough! Go back down!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
What do you know? Another big fire monster with nothing better to do than get in our way!
I wonder where the rest of those lights ended up landing. It looked like they were pretty scattered.
Well, whatever they're after, let's just hope none of them are anywhere near a city. An ambush on civilians is the last thing we need.
Well, no rest for the wicked, right? Though with 1 down and 3 to go, it sounds like our headache is just beginning.
I thought you liked the opportunity to flex your muscles.
Against those things? It's not like I have a death wish. Besides, we've already got our hands full saving the world. Dying stupidly won't be much help to the cause.
Yeah, I guess I can't argue with that logic. Sorry. Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alvin.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegus. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Xion can finally get rid of her thorns. Xion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Xion?